Hi, this is Jesse Barkesy. It is September 25th, 2011. It is 1:15. I'm just going to make this base of juice that I've been making again. Just to reiterate that I do make it just about every day. It's celery, carrots, apple, cucumber. And when there's no cucumber, fine. It's fine without it. Cucumber just adds a little liquid volume. And just that to be consistent is really the key. What I wanted to talk about today is the properties of the fresh fruits and vegetables, and the properties that people say they have and what I feel. And basically, like I said, when you eat meat and you eat dairy, very acidic, which doesn't seem like it's acidic because you would think something acid is like a lemon or something, which is really not. A lemon is actually very alkaline. And alkalinity, what it does is, it's how your body is supposed to function. Now I'm going to eat a piece of celery here. Alkalinity relaxes your body, makes the cells are supposed to be alkaline. When they're acidic, your blood, from the uric acid from the meats, from the waste products in the dairy and so forth, processed food, harming your cells and harming your body, making you feel lousy. And basically, when you urinate, when you pee, you notice it's a more acidic if it's more dark, or if your bladder kind of feels something other than pressure. So when you make a juice like this, what will happen is you will notice within an hour or two you will pee very clearly, and that means your body and your blood are alkaline again, which is again the state that your cells are supposed to be in. And the properties of the fruits and vegetables, I mean, this is alive, it's living, and it tastes this way on purpose, so you want to eat it. It tastes the sugars and so forth. And what I do is I actually get the apples that are a little bit cheaper, that you really don't want to eat because they don't taste as good as, like, say, Red Delicious or something. They're about, maybe $1 a pound cheaper or more. And let me get a cup here. What that does, it just allows me to make this nice juice and to concentrate all of the nutrients into a juice. So you can see there was a big pile in here of fruits and vegetables, a big pile here of apples, and you're going to see it's going to pretty much fit in this container right here. This I forgot, can't think of the word right now. But in any case, all those nutrients I'll be able to drink it, because I wouldn't be able to eat 4 or 5 apples, and my wife will have half of this juice here too. And what it is this is, there's a life in here. There's actually, if you put wires in a lemon or a potato, they show the experiment in school, you could make electricity out of it, like it's a little battery. So there's electricity, there's life, there's energy, there's power. And at the same time, this juice and these fibers, which I'm taking some of the fiber, this machine actually leaves a lot of the fiber in the juice, so it's pulpy. It's not like this liquid juice, like watery or syrupy. It's just you taste there's pulp in it, pieces of the vegetables and fruits. But what this does is this fruits and vegetable, the juice, it helps cleanse your body. It pushes the water into your system, pushes the vitamins into your cells, and the amino acids that are in these fruits and vegetables turn into protein. The little bits of calcium and 300 phytochemical compounds in a piece of celery, which makes it snap like a bone. Okay, that's the nature's way of telling you it's good for your bones. There's phytonutrients and phytochemicals in there, and salt. People, there's too much salt in celery. Well, guess what? That salt that you desire is because when you're eating meats and dairies, there's so much acid and protein in there that your body has to break down, that when you go to the bathroom, when you pee, a lot of calcium is coming out of your system from your bones. It's disintegrating your bones. What a piece of celery does with the salt, this salt has 300 or 400 phytonutrients, phytochemicals, maybe more, because scientists are learning more every day. And those combine like little machines to build and construct your bones and make your bones strong. Celery, good for your bones. And I've heard that gorillas, it's their favorite food. I think Dan Tolman said something like that. So you can learn from a lot of people on YouTube. There's Dan McDonald, Dan Tolman, someone girl on YouTube, she calls her YouTube site Freela, F-R-E-E-L-A, F-R-E-E-L-A. She lost like 40 pounds, looks incredible. There's a Durian Ryder, there's Dr. Furman, Dr. McDougall, and a whole bunch I'm going to miss. I'll list them if I can on one of these videos. And you can look up all the evidence of what adding fruits and vegetables does to your diet. Now, I'm moving towards being a vegan. I'm very close to being that, but it's a little difficult for me. So I add things that taste somewhat like meat. I get like these refried beans, and I'll put some, I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to. I put some nachos or taco shells. I put these in there. I make some homemade guacamole, and you know, maybe a teeny sprinkling of cheese, but probably not, usually not. Some lettuce, tomatoes, and what I do is I make a taco out of it, and it tastes somewhat like a taco that had meat in it because it has a little bit of the salty flavor. So, but you got to make sure if you get refried beans, you get fat-free or with sin grasa, if they say it in Spanish. This is from Walmart. And that means that you got to be careful. Refried beans, a lot of them, they put lard. So you're trying to lose weight and you're eating refried beans, you're adding lard to your diet. It isn't going to work. And as I said on the previous video, anything in meat and dairy, even if you trim the fat off the meat or the skin off the chicken, in the muscles there's a lot of fat and oils. And that courses through your blood for 4 hours after you eat it, and for 4 to 10 days it stays in your organs and your muscles if you have excess fat. And that stops it absorbs the insulin, it stops the insulin from working properly, and makes you tired. So you can see this is how much juice comes out of there. It'll be the glass rated glass. We put it in like 2 of these glasses right here. I'll do it now. Why not in the video? And my wife usually drinks one, and I drink one. And I pour a little bit, so make sure it mixed. And a little bit here. See, and a little bit. And a little bit here. And I'll wait to the end because they're going to miss some of the carrot juice over here, and I'll pour it directly from there. And you can see it, a lot of juice. And out of these big containers, this is the amount of pulp. Okay, the excess here in this dish is only just the trimmings I cut off. That doesn't count as pulp. So if you could just add a little bit of fruits and vegetables to your diet, if you could just eat fruits for breakfast, for example, you'll start noticing the change. You'll start getting the life back into your body. And that's what I'm doing. I know people have done just, okay, they went immediately raw. And that's how they did it, you know. I'm not doing it that way because I don't know, you know, there's a lot of different opinions on what's good for you. So I'll slowly move towards certain things to see how it works. But definitely adding the fresh fruits and vegetables uncooked has tremendously helped me feel better, less up and downs emotionally. I lost about 10 pounds and just feel better. I feel like moving. And I notice if I did eat something like a burger or something, you really notice you want to sleep after that. It makes you tired. It kind of calms you down because it just weakens your whole body. So drinking this will liven me up, make me want to move more. And what I suggest is try to eat fruits in the morning or replace your lunch with some vegetables and rice, something like that. I make some rice and I add buffalo sauce and a little bit of blue cheese dressing in it just to make it taste like, because I used to like wings, hot wings, with blue cheese dressing. Very fattening. The dressing fattening, everything fattening, the chicken, the grease, everything. So I make the rice out of it, or barley, and it reminds me of the flavor of that, and that's helping me to break the habit of wanting to go get wings. For some reason, I'm not desiring cheeseburgers or steaks anymore. This stuff is just starting to taste so much better to me and make me feel better, so much better. It's starting to work. But I gotta tell you, there is an addictive property to dairy and meats. You're gonna be addicted. You're gonna want it if you're trying to break the habit. But if you fill yourself with fruits and vegetables and try to get it off your mind, your taste will come back to what it naturally was. And I noticed my kids, you know, they never really like to chew chicken or something like that. It's almost like a natural behavior. They don't like the texture. But they love the texture of fruits and vegetables. So I think that's more the natural state. Now there's varying opinions back and forth, and I'm not pushing vegetarianism or pushing anything. I'm just telling you how I feel. 100% better, 100% more energy, and skin looks better, tighter. I feel everything is just better. The way I think, the way I trade stocks. If you want to try it, it's working for me. So get yourself, you know, but you got to have it in your house. You got to have a big pile of fruits and vegetables, and you got to start devouring them, eating them right away, or they'll go bad. You'll waste money. But you get yourself a pile of fruits and vegetables. We got these peaches the other day. These aren't ripe yet, but they were wonderful. And these got to ripen a couple more days. I was gonna juice them. They're so good that my kids, my 7-year-old, my 3-year-old, and my wife ate them all. I bought like 4 or 5, so I had to buy like 9 of them. And there's already like 3 gone, and they're not even really ripe. I even ate one this morning. And it's, you know, not quite sweet enough yet, but it's still, you know, I still wanted it. So this is what's happening to me. I highly recommend you look on YouTube and search these people out. Dan McDonald, Dan Tolman, Lou Corona, Dr. Furman, Dr. McDougall, Dr. Bernard. Look them up. There's a lot more too. I'm sorry if I missed you guys all. Durian Ryder. Some of them are very extreme, the suffering of animals. You know, I'm not really into that. I don't like animals to suffer, but if you see animals in the wild, they're just tearing each other apart, okay? No mercy. So I don't know if that angle really, you know, pushes me. I do feel sorry for animals, and I feel better not, you know, eating them or eating less, but that's not my angle. My angle is to feel better and healthier and see the spread of disease in the United States reverse. And apparently, people ate 95% more fresh fruits and vegetables, plant-based, and like a very small percentage, 5 or 10% of meats, like hundreds of years ago, a couple hundreds of years ago in the United States, 100 and 200 years ago. And the chart has inverted. And apparently now people eat this much meats and this much plants. So you see a steak, and then there's a side of vegetables or noodles or something. It should be fresh vegetables, some rice, then you know, maybe some cooked vegetables, some little bit of noodles, and a little piece of meat. That's the proper way if you had to keep eating meat. I don't think anybody has to, but to reduce it a lot, I think you're gonna feel it. My joints feel just a lot better. I can't even explain it. I feel like I'm going back in time, and I highly recommend it to you. I got rid of the eggs in the morning, where I realized the fats are in the yolks and the proteins are, you know, causing me a lot of work to digest that protein in the egg, albumin in the egg. And then in the afternoon, you know, I still have a tuna fish a little bit here or there. That's about all the meat I have, and I have it maybe once every 3 or 4 days, so that could be going out soon too. But it's really nice to just gradually do this and you know, have some bananas around and just gradually keep adding it to your diet and see what happens if you want to try this. And I'd be happy if I help some people just by showing this video to get to a vegan diet or to lose weight or to get rid of cholesterol or something. So, you know, always consult your doctor and so forth. But man, the proof is in what I feel. I feel faster. I feel stronger. I feel my muscles are you know, just, I don't know, everything feels better. So some things I don't want to talk about, but you feel, you know, better the whole life. So this is, I think, how we're supposed to eat. I'm getting pretty convinced of it. There's other sides of the story. Just try it for yourself. I mean, just get yourself some fruits and vegetables in the morning. If you could buy a juice or even a cheaper one at first, try it out, see what happens. The first time we started juicing again, I had it years ago and I stopped. And the first time I started again, my wife was saying the same thing. Man, feel like we want more. We didn't want to stop drinking the juice. So maybe we were low on nutrients or phytonutrients and chemicals. And it's a complete source. And yes, some people say, well, we wish we had a blender or we want to eat the fruits whole. Yeah, that's better. Eating the fruits whole is much better. I just like the supercharge of the juice, the ease of it. And, you know, for the kids, too, I don't think they're going to eat something so thick. They're not going to drink, like, you know, a thick juice with all the fiber in it. So, well, I'm getting a phone call now. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. Have a great day.